What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Big Bro and Little Sis Reacts. I'm Tamaj and this is Tam.
Hey.
And today we are on Young Justice, Season 4, Episode 1, Inhospitable. One of my favorite shows of all time is back. This is like in my top 3 shows. I think it's like number 3. I love this show so much. I've been watching it since it came out years ago. I was so happy they brought it back. We got another 26 episode season. They dropped the first 2, so we're going to get into these. I'm excited to see what they have this season for us. I know they did tease the Legion of Superheroes or whatever last season, so we'll see what they'll do with that. Darkseid is still coming. There's so much to last season, but we took down Granny Goodness, and it looks like Black Lightning's in charge of the League now. We'll see what changes he made. I imagine like every season there'll be a time jump, so we'll probably see new heroes, a bunch of craziness happening in the first episode. Gotta catch up to where everybody is. Oh, Connor and McGann are supposed to be getting married if they didn't already, so yeah, a lot going on, but full and early reactions are available on Patreon. We're gonna get started.
The Outsiders have posted that they're welcoming new members Tara, Forager, and Superboy to the...
Oh, Superboy joined them?
You're a public hero now?
It's time.
Is it? He wants to inspire hope.
It's time I give this back.
What?
If you don't trust me, if you can't truly
Oh, yeah,
forgive
because
me.
I was hoping you'd trust and forgive
she
me.
had to use her powers.
You made hard choices. I dredged up old wounds. I'm sorry. Again, I can't imagine my life without
What
you.
happened?
I can't exactly remember.
So
She used her
you'll still have
powers, and she had to get in everybody's head or something. And remember, they had broke up originally in season 2 because she tried to. They got into an argument. She tried to erase his memory of whatever happened, but he caught her, and they broke up. But they finally got back together. Okay, we're good. That was stressing me out for a
Just a
second.
little while longer.
But when she used her powers last season to go in their heads,
Yeah, twice.
he was against
Does
it,
that bother you? You said it didn't bother you.
and she thought it brought up the whole
I know it means a
original
lot to you
argument
folks to
that
have the religious ceremony.
he was
like
worried
that.
that he would
And
leave her.
that's right back here for the civil ceremony, I promise.
I'm gonna hold you to
So a
that.
year later after that.
Good morning, happy couple.
Morning.
So, today is the day?
It is. It's just making last minute preparations.
Good morning, Harper.
Good morning. Oh, hey.
They kind of had a
Hello,
rocky
Harper.
relationship last season.
Cullen, your book bag.
Hey Cassie, just checking you saw the Outsiders Flitter feed this morning. There are 2 more legit requests for help there. Sorry, yeah, I know you got this covered.
Cassie leading the
trust
squad,
me, I
huh?
can let it go. I need to vacay, you know? I'm pretty fried.
Oh, I'm so glad you're coming.
Me too, sis.
And you're sure you don't mind the month-long trip each
Month?
way?
Nah, I can use the sleep.
I guess you'll be missing Perdita.
Oh yeah, totally, but we could probably both use a breather.
Oh, things been rocky. Yikes. So is it a month to get? They're going to where, Mars or something?
Well, take care of Wolf and Sphere for me.
I promise.
He said, I don't need nobody to take care of me. I'm grown.
You don't mind if I drive, do you?
I guess not.
Engager mode!
Oh, we're taking a new look this season.
That's
Okay.
good.
All right, Bio. Shit.
We're off to Mars. And yes, that's another thing I never thought I'd
Okay,
say.
so I was right there.
All right, everyone. Time to get to school.
Makes sense because Beast Boy has her DNA, so he can survive there now. Ooh. Not the Legion ring. Not them remixing the original intro. Wow. Let's go. That's dope. We added Zatanna and Rocket to it too. That's what I'm talking about. I hope we focus on these characters, the OGs this season. I rocks at the intro.
Battleship Splatoon, please.
Imagine a ship that could
Oh
do
yeah,
anything for you.
way less gross.
It's all good. Bioship likes the minty freshness.
Please tell me you'll show better manners at my parents' home.
Sorry. I know.
Yeah, her
I've been a
families
little
are white
cranky
Martians,
this
aren't they?
trip.
Kinda aggressive.
Little.
Okay, maybe a lot.
I know
just can't
Martian
sleep
Manhunter's
back in
going.
those bunks.
I didn't
It's
know he
too
was actually
quiet,
gonna go.
But I'll behave. I promise.
Huh?
Wow. I forgot how big this place is.
They changed McGann's appearance.
Martians breed large families, so like most of our cities, the capital, Ma'alaka Andra, is constantly expanding.
Did they ever make peace here between the green and the red and the white Martians? I hope they did.
The Ma'arzu beast is my favorite.
Oh, okay.
Its tongue's so sensitive I can taste the air. Mmm, rusty.
Okay, I've already downloaded our telepathic language to your brains, but that means you need to watch your thoughts. There's very little distance telepathically between thinking something and saying it.
Right.
That would be too complicated for me.
Welcome to Mars.
Because I forgot they all talk in their heads here.
Presence.
So you can't even think
Humans
about what
of
you want to
Earth.
say. That's kind of...
Oh,
I am the chief scientist bureaucrat of the Science Center.
Wait, you're the chief scientist? In charge of the Zeta Project.
Why wouldn't I be?
Sorry. Connor, Garfield, this is my sister, Marie Morris.
I could
Actually, I go by
I could sense there
Emily
was some
Jones
tension
now.
there.
Hello, Uncle John.
Hello,
Why don't they get along?
Emery. I'll just get the rest of the equipment.
Does Dad know you changed your name?
He's fine with it. I'd like you both to feel more comfortable here. So perhaps if I changed forms?
I believe this is an Earth favorite. She has 6 freckles, not 4. You know that.
it isn't necessary to change your form for us.
Especially if you're gonna creep me out by looking like my mom.
Oh yeah. I forgot that's his mom's form.
And I meant that to be a private thought. Sorry.
I forgot they probably all watched Hello Megan
I
since
always
it was
preferred
broadcasted
Hello
here.
Megan. I've arranged transportation.
That won't be necessary.
We want to see the city.
But what kind of host would I be?
We don't mind.
Honest.
But thank you for the offer.
Oh, he could just float around. I mean, the sister seems kind of nice. It's just McGann doesn't seem to want to be around her much. I don't know why. I don't know what their history is, but McGann acts like she don't like her sister. I was thinking the same thing.
I'd forgotten how much psychic noise there is on Mars.
Earthers, no surprise they're
Not my all Earthers.
And not all of it pleasant.
It's not all bad.
No wonder they be getting into fights.
Some of
Oh,
it's just weird. I mean, yikes.
Well, Uncle John has been forwarding Earth television signals to Mars since the 1960s. Those shows have a lot of fans.
I see.
Looks
Yeah,
like the outsiders have fans too.
that would be so weird.
Actual super.
Outsiders! Real
Like,
outsiders!
It's Beast Boy.
they can shapeshift into whoever they want, so like they're looking like your friends. That would be
Hey
weird.
everyone.
What?
That's a lot of hostility. I want to get in the middle of
The
this.
outsiders can in.
Putting up telepathic filters and putting an end to this. Stop and disperse! Now!
Who's doing that? What just happened? Somebody attacked
We're
them
done
psychically?
sightseeing. Let's head straight for my folks' place.
Who is that? Not the Legion ring. That just keeps popping up everywhere. The Legion is like one of the super teams I know very little about. I just know they're usually from the future. And I know they rock with Supergirl a lot, but Supergirl ain't on this show. This is how the bioships communicate. Why is hers red and everything else is green and blue? Their concept of Mars is really cool.
McGann, you're home.
Oh, one's a green Martian and one's a white Martian.
None of that now. We're family.
Thank you, Jan. Good to see you again, sir.
And you, Connor, but please call me Ma'at.
This would be so overwhelming for me.
Look! My engagement ring!
I am unclear on the significance of this ornament.
If you watched more television, you would know. A precursor to matrimony.
Here's another Earth custom. I'm hoping you'll both give me your blessing to marry your daughter.
The tradition on Mars is for the female to ask this blessing from her prospective mate's parents.
I asked Jonathan, Martha, and Clark Kent. They all gave their blessings.
No Lex Luthor.
Petty, get out of here.
We have found a sorcerer priestess who has agreed to perform the ceremony.
That reminds me. I understand the basic Martian caste system, The red blooded Martians are the royalty and nobility. The Garoon are the ethnic majority. And the Aashen are the
I feel like I
ethnic
should have
minority.
taken notes. I
But
was
where
not
did
prepared for
Yalon
all this
sorcerer
information.
priesthood come from? Can a Martian be born Yalon?
No, but any Martian, Bladen, Garoon, or Aashen with a calling can become a priest or priestess by permanently morphing his, her, or their skin to Yalon.
But turning alone doesn't make one a sorcerer. That takes an aptitude and study, just as it does for a Zatanna or 13.
I can already tell this episode's gonna need to be rewatched so I can just gather all the information. I feel like I might need to like write some stuff down.
Ma'az has no need for a Zeta tube to Earth. Isn't it bad enough?
Your people would love to come to Earth.
Pretend to be Earthers, or that true Earthers contaminate our streets, or that these Earthers were
you
brought
being
here
racist,
by
bruh?
your freak of an Aashen sister.
I do not appreciate you talking about my nieces in that manner.
Don't,
I
John.
don't appreciate you building a bridge to bring more Earthers to Ma'az, contaminating our culture with strange ideas that make even the Garoons question our values, traditions, and castes. You started all this, Ja'ons, with your Ma'al Earther broadcasts.
And I regret nothing, Wes Edda.
I guess
will.
it makes
I put a
sense.
stop to this.
My orders come directly from the Queen.
We will see about that.
I'm just gonna pause it for a second. What I think it is a lot of the Martians are influenced by Earth. That's why we see them on the streets transforming into characters they see on TV and stuff, and our heroes. He doesn't like it because they're losing a lot of their Martian culture to Earth culture, because everybody's sitting here trying to learn Earth culture and pretend to be Earthlings. And he's mad. He's probably like a more traditional person who's used to Martian customs, and now people are practicing Earth customs, or like at least mixing it in with their culture. And I think he just doesn't like that. So he it makes it seems like he hates Earthers, but he says he doesn't want Earthers coming here. But I don't think we can't survive on Mars, so
Yeah.
I don't think anybody would be able to really come here. They could go
Unless
there.
they have a certain meta ability that
Yeah,
allows
exactly.
them to, I don't know, maybe breathe their air or something.
Yeah, or not have to breathe at all, or whatever. Just, I mean, certain, I know there are other aliens on Earth, but like certain aliens could come here, but Earthlings themselves can't come here.
Yeah.
But he probably doesn't want to send Martians there either to learn more of our culture. But
And
it's
then
an interesting
come back
perspective.
And change things, especially if they're royal status, because they could change things.
Yeah, and it's already just watching TV is a big influence on the kids here, and he's blaming Jean for it, and Jean's like, I don't regret anything. But it'll be interesting. Good conversation they have. A lot of drama
I'm
here.
super busy. Never enough
By the
sleep.
channel?
Yes.
Never
So
enough
what's the
sleep.
deal? You don't have to be psychic to grok that your folks are way less well than last time we were here. And out on the street, things got ugly. Fast.
Don't worry. Nothing is getting in the way of us.
They could just come in your house.
Remember, they can density shift and go through walls and cloak.
Don't go out there.
Sorry, Mom, but I refuse to put up with this racist Ma'al.
A lot of racism.
Go back and take that Ma'al Aashen with you.
I'm on it!
Not you on it. Oh yeah, they're scared of this thing.
Tear us apart!
Garfield.
Y'all don't want to piss McGann off. She's more powerful than all of y'all combined.
Okay.
They could have
Let's
destroyed
just
your
go back
brain, Gar.
inside.
Be careful.
That's new.
What does it say?
It's a very bad word for Ashen.
Assholes.
I hope they don't do nothing to the ship.
I hope the ships can't be racist too.
Right?
Like I said, he is a different color than them.
Wait, why did I see two reds?
Maybe there was another red. What are they doing though?
You know how quickly psychic news spreads.
Yes,
Yeah,
but
because you can hear
what's the
everybody's
problem?
thoughts.
I'm used to caste prejudice, believe me. But those words on the door. And since when do Garoons hate Earthlings?
Things have gotten much worse since the death of the king. Saturn Ja'ax, was a progressive ruler gradually trying to mitigate our caste system to improve the lives and status of the Aashen. We also sponsored the Mars-Earth communication satellite that was successfully launched last year.
They tried to
He
do that in season
believed in
2.
cooperation between our planets. But he was murdered last month.
Who killed him?
No one is sure. Which is strange, as murder is extremely hard to get away with on a world where everyone is psychic.
The Aashen blame the Garoon, and the Garoon blame the Aashen.
So,
The
who's
Aashen
in
is
charge
Earth
now?
things, right?
So
You're worried Macomb killed the king, aren't you?
Macomb, is that her brother? No, wait, his name was Malafalak. Who's Macomb?
Aashen all.
Maybe that is his
Join
Martian
me.
name.
Hear me. I am Ma'alefa'ak.
Okay, so it is him.
We are Ma'alefa'ak. We all know Garoons killed the king to stop Aashens from gaining our rights. The queen has rolled back what little gains we made.
They're gonna try to kill her
She
next.
hasn't rolled back that Ma'al Zeta tube to Earth. The Earthers are allied with the Garoons, thanks to Ja'an Ja'ons. Now, we must decide. Do we allow the Garoons and Earthers to scheme against us? Or do we finally rise?
He's about to try to start a war between Earth and Mars. That is so crazy. They're trying to create peace. Is this how they create more bioships? Are they basically having a baby? Look, it's a mix between red and blue. So he made it.
It's teaching. It's teaching that.
No, it's smaller, ain't it? I thought they were mating.
No, that's his child.
That's what I'm saying. He made it with another ship. Now he has a baby ship. Maybe Gar will take that one. That's cool.
Yeah.
Because the ships are a life form, so of course they have to breed.
The Zeta tube is ready for testing.
You may proceed.
I come, my queen, with a mind link 1,000 strong to stop the insanity that is the Earther Zeta tube.
what the hell is that?
A massive mind link. I just put up another filter for you both.
Why wasn't it up in the first damn place?
Up.
Chill.
Right.
She's just trying to help. Yeah. Sorry, McGann.
He tired of getting brain
We are
blasted.
ready.
So are we, John.
Your
is about
strength
to
and
get bad.
unity is most impressive, but your cause is misguided. We must cooperate with Earth because our galaxy is full of dangers to Mars.
Right, we need to unite our
It's a
planet.
danger to Mars. I will send it to the watchtower and Zeta right back here. It will be fine.
Sometimes they're about to try to destroy that
Is
Zeta.
dangerous. Only some of their metahumans. We need our sister planet's help to identify which ones are being used by Apocalypse.
She caught him. Nice, McGann. Nice eye.
We've got you, Ma'alefa'ak.
Very good, McGann. No one else detected me.
Earth is not the danger. Apocalypse is the danger.
Y'all need to listen to y'all queen.
Ignoring the danger to our culture, our way of life.
I mean, that I
My fellow
understand.
Martians, hear me. Earth and its heroes will fight to protect our culture. And what's best about our way of life is not as fragile as Wes Edda would have you believe.
Manhunter. I checked Macomb's mind. He only just arrived and didn't have time to do anything.
You all know of Ja'an Ja'ons, our greatest Manhunter. He has demonstrated that Earth and Mars can be strong allies.
Absolutely.
In the final analysis, do we not trust Ja'an Ja'ons?
Okay, that's what we thought.
Fools, don't leave. Ja'an Ja'ons has brought the other corruption to our
They
world.
believe in John.
Ja'an Ja'ons has brought honor to 2 worlds.
Absolutely.
He
We love the
is
Martian
a true
Manhunter.
hero.
Recognized. Martian.
Y'all better not have just killed Martian Manhunter. They rigged it to explode upon use. Please tell me he made it. I know y'all didn't just kill him. I know y'all didn't just kill Martian Manhunter.
Feel his mind touch.
Is it because he's on Earth? Who is this?
I don't know, but they're in Earth form, so.
As you know, Black Lightning, Jefferson, has put a priority on mental health. He's asked McGann and I to check in periodically with every member of the League, team, and outsiders. How are you doing, Violet?
do not believe I fully understand my feelings about Brion. I am still mystified by his choices. It makes me consider my own choices and how those choices may inform my journey.
Well, what choices are we talking about?
Islam, for one. Gabrielle's faith was very important to her. So important I cannot bring myself to remove the hijab she wore. I think I need to explore whether or not Islam holds meaning for me, as it did for her.
That's interesting.
That was a good episode.
It was good. It was a lot of information.
The caste system's confusing.
Yeah, it's like we have to go and learn a whole new planet and systems and names and how they run things. Because they were, you know, informative in the past seasons about explaining a little bit about what's going on, but actually going there, getting everything at once, seeing everything, it could be a bit overwhelming. I definitely have to rewatch that to just catch everything, all the dialogue they said. Sometimes it's hard to give commentary, react, and catch everything. But
I would hate to be a Martian now, because like you have to talk to your mind.
Yeah, that makes me uncomfortable. Like having to have my thoughts open to everybody, like not being able to think before I say something. I mean, I guess you can kind of think. She said there's a very
mind block.
Yeah, and you can have those things that have private conversations, but she said there's very little room between thinking and what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's very different from what we're used to. And the interesting thing about the conversation at the end between Black Canary and Violet was that a lot of fans, some fans, were mad that Violet, who wears a hijab, she wasn't necessarily representative of their culture or of that culture. And so it's interesting that they had Halo want to explore her Islam heritage, because she's not really a person. She's a mother box, or was she a father box? I think she's a mother box. And Cyborg's the father box. But anyway, she is an entity, so she's still like, she doesn't define herself as a girl or a boy. She's kind of just like, she knows she's an entity, but she's in a girl's body. She understands that she's not really religious, but that it's important to the person's body she's inhabiting. So she kind of wants to explore it. Like she's kind of like, I don't want to say she's split between Halo, but I feel like, not Halo, Violet, Gabrielle Dow. She wants to honor, I feel like, Gabrielle and who she was, because she's using Gabrielle's body. But she's also trying to be herself and figure things out for herself and explore, but she's a very confused person. But I think her character is very interesting and complex, and I like the character personally. I like her powers and stuff. But yeah, I'll go on the journey and see what they got for her. I think that was interesting. But back to all the Martian drama. So McGann's brother Malafalak is basically kind of like he's basically like a terrorist. He's, you know, gathering followers, or maybe like a cult. You can call him a cult, I guess. But like well, I would say terrorist since he killed the king. But he's kind of like this terrorist who doesn't want any communication between Earth and Mars, and he's gathered followers who have seemed to maybe not so much support him in the end when John spoke. John is very clearly a big influence, and I think that's why they just took him out. I'm trying to remain hopeful that he made it to Earth and that he is alive, but they're really making it seem like he just died. McGann says she can't even sense him anymore. And it didn't fully, like, I don't know what the process between transferring your body to Earth is, and if what happens when that's severed. I don't know if he's stuck somewhere, if he's dead, or like, I don't know. I'm sure they'll explore it, but like, I think they took him out because they realized how powerful his influence would be. Somebody knew, whoever was watching, and I don't know if that person was a Martian in Earthling's form, but that would defeat the purpose, right? Because that means if you're in Earth form, you support Earthlings, and you know.
He was either in that too because to protect him from the blast, or because he's an Earthling.
Well, they obviously can't see him, whoever that is. So that tube is probably cloaking him or something.
Yeah.
Or he was just watching. I don't know what he was in. There's not enough information. There's so much technology. It could literally be anything. He could have been miles away. He could have been a whole other planet away just watching through some sort of bubble. But who knows? But whoever that is, I mean, I don't know if they're working with Malafalak, but she said, McGann said she read his mind. There was no plans. He didn't have anything to do. So I don't know if that's like a third party thing that has their own agenda or what. There's so much that Young Justice has always like like to do complex storytelling, and that's kind of the reason I like it. It really makes you think, and sometimes the pieces aren't going to come together until like towards the end of the season or halfway through. So I don't think, all I can do is speculate, but I'm probably going to be wrong because I've never really been able to predict this show very much. Like I said, I already need to rewatch just to get all the names, to understand the royalty system. It seems they've made peace with white Martians and green Martians being together. I'm pretty sure they said they were red Martians, but I know there was a lot of racism towards each other back in the day because McGann kept pretending to be a green Martian because of the way white Martians were treated. But I'm confused because if that was going on, her parents are white and green, so maybe the reason she was never so hateful was because her parents were,
a mixture.
Yes, so maybe that's why she's the way she is and she's always supportive, but it seems they've gotten past that, but now there's like a new gathered hate towards Earthlings, so that's kind of where their racist hatred has gone now, but it's not everybody, it's some people. Mm-hmm. So, and those people seem to rally behind Malafalak, so we'll see. I still have to gather, there were so many different breeds of or races of Martians. They kept saying like the Galen, the Shahik, or the yellow, whatever. They were close to colors. The sorcerers.
The
yeah. The Gahan.
White is regular. The
I don't know. They had their Martian terms. They were using the Martian terms for all their, like we call them white, red, green, but they had actual terms for them. And I'm like, okay, I need to write this down somewhere.
The green is below the red.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably take a notebook and sit there, rewatch, and take notes because
make a triangle and yeah.
I'm gonna have to create a notebook for this season because I can already tell they're gonna make it complex and these storylines gonna be everywhere. I'm gonna have to write this down. Plus, there's so many episodes. By the time I get to episode 16, I didn't forgot what happened in episode 1, 2, 3, and 4. So other than like the main beats, because they bring little significant details up. And then we had these people who kept popping up with the Legion of Superheroes ring. And like I said, I know them to be future superheroes because Supergirl goes into the future to be with them. So are they coming to the past to monitor things, to prevent something catastrophic from happening? Like, what are they doing here? That's what I'm worried about. And they're undercover, clearly. But the only way we can identify them is because of the ring. But the other characters aren't going to know what that is. So they seem to be watching in several different places. So maybe they're trying to prevent something from happening. I don't know, but I guess we'll figure out what they're up to.
Or maybe someone comes from the past and tries to change things, and they're there to make sure they don't. I don't know.
It could be that too. We have no idea, but I'm pretty sure they're probably from the future. I loved the intro change and the remix of season 1. They really seem to hopefully be prioritizing a focus on our original cast because I love them so much and I think they definitely deserve the spotlight again because season 2 and 3 we kept focusing on new groups of heroes, so I like that. It seems maybe we're going to be focused back on the original, but I remember them saying they're going to introduce a new generation of superheroes like they do every season, so we are going to see some new heroes, but hopefully they're kind of weaved in behind our main heroes from season 1, our original cast I should say. The other interesting is Superboy joined the Outsiders, so when they do get back to Earth, it seems like they're probably going to be here for a while, but when they do get back to Earth, they'll kind of be on separate teams. Like, we'll see different team-ups and dynamics, which is interesting. I don't know if anybody's been promoted to Justice League status or not, because I'm pretty sure Superboy was a leaguer. No, he never joined the League. He had the invitation to, but he decided not to. So that was interesting that he decided to join the Outsiders and not the League, even though he's a senior member through all of this. There's so much to dissect. But McGann didn't seem too thrilled with that decision because even McGann hasn't come out as a public hero. She's still part of the covert ops unit. But they don't seem to have any care or respect for McGann, and maybe that's why. Like, they love Jean, but nobody's like, oh, Miss Martian's a hero. They just came up to her house and vandalized it and attacked them. So clearly they might not know what she does. I don't know. But then again, it's not like it's private if they could just read your thoughts, right?
No, because they can hear your thoughts, but they can't read them unless they go through your mind, like how she went through her brother's mind.
I guess, but does she she probably is so powerful she could sense if somebody was reading her. But
unconscious to have your mind read.
No, I don't think her brother was unconscious. I think maybe you just have to focus on it specifically. But yeah, well, there's a lot to it. We'll dissect it, and of course, we're gonna watch the second episode before I do my rewatch. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Of course, you can be sure to let us know in the comments anything we've missed or things that we may have gotten wrong. You guys are pretty good about that. Come enjoy this journey with us for season 4. You know, like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Subscribe to Patreon for full reactions.
And we will see you guys on the next one.
Bye.